Today we are here with Tammy Kelly, Director of RAI and Clinical Reimbursement at CCR Inc. Tammy, how did you get started in this profession? Were there any people or events that really drew you to it?
Well, it was really a crooked path. I am a physical therapist by initial career, and in the late 90s, I went to a very large nursing home as the director of rehab, and through a path there, I ended up as the vice president of performance, which included quality assurance and MDS and other things. And I left there and actually went and did consulting for 5 years and realized that if I'm going to do this, I really have to get certified. And along the way, I got my nursing home administrator's license, and I got MDS certified, and I fell in love with quality assurance, the quality awards program, and it became a passion. And through a crooked path, I ended up where I am today. You asked me 15 years ago, where would you be today? I would not have set myself here. So,
Interesting. Well, as you mentioned in your time in the long-term care profession, especially serving as chair of the board of the overseers, what changes have you observed in regard to how centers are approaching quality care?
I think quality of care was always sort of a concept early on, and we were so focused on meeting basic regulatory guidelines, and in the environment that I was in long-term care, we really were more about let's go for the higher performance excellence, and if we don't quite get there, we've still met all our regulatory requirements, and it's a never-ending path. You don't ever quite get there. So I begin to feel that the whole industry is beginning to grasp that let's get beyond being minimally compliant and really show our value in the quality of what we do to the entire sector.
Yes, and more than just checking the box,
Absolutely.
Really going beyond and living it. Well, the AHCA and NCAL Quality Awards programs continue to be a cornerstone of implementing and improving quality processes. What does this tell you about quality care and centers' pursuit of excellence?
I feel like there's a desire to always do better. And through this path, this avenue that AHCA NCAL has created, it creates a step-by-step journey rather than trying to eat the whole elephant in one bite. That allows you to engage in that process and then begin to use those processes within your organization, and over time see the transformation and move along that path without feeling like it's being mandated or forced on you without time to think about it, without time to really embrace it and make it happen. And to me, that's the beauty of this process, is being able to start where you are,
Yes.
acknowledge your commitment to quality, which is the first level, the bronze level, make strides, get credit for that at the silver level, and then at some point go for the gold.
Yeah, I love how you break it down. It's a journey. It's not just this big, overwhelming idea.
Yes.
There's a process to it. What do you see as the future of the AHCA NCAL Quality Awards program? Maybe what you'd like to see personally in the next few years?
Oh, I could talk about that for hours. But personally, and I think the governing board of the Quality Awards is really focusing on how do we meet providers where they are to get them involved in this process and be able to make it doable. With the worst staffing crisis we've ever seen in the industry and the someday post-pandemic environment, we have to be able to provide the access, the tools, and the facilitation to engage in this process without taking away from something else. And that's our challenge right now. And that's my personal goal. My personal goal is every AHCA NCAL member would engage at some point in the journey. And I'm one of those people who, even if they never hit send on the application, just engaging in the process and doing that introspective look at yourself and using the tools and the information that you can from the criteria that's there, you will be a better organization whether or not you ever apply for that application. And that's my passion, is getting that message out. It's not about, am I ready? It's, let's get started.
And what's that first step? How do we take that first step to get started?
The first step is engaging in the bronze process. On the ACA InCal website, go to quality. There's a quality awards section there, and we have this year developed actual roadmaps that will help you do this, and then your next step would be this, and then your next step would be, and helps you to know what resource to use at the right time, and just getting engaged. The other is just reach out to the Quality Awards staff. It's qualityawards@aca.org, and just say, how do I get started? And they will engage and will get you connected with the right people to get on this journey, because it's absolutely of value whether you jump in fully or just take little bites at a time.
So what advice would you give to a center who is not yet considering or hasn't started a formal quality program?
Do it. Just get started. Again, this is not something that happens overnight. This is a process that takes years. And between each level of the award process, there's a 3-year span, and with the pandemic and all, we've actually extended that a little bit. But I know folks who have taken 8-10 years to get through this process. That's what it's designed for. It's designed to be a growth. It's designed to be a journey. And even when you get to the end of it, when we do have a gold recipient, they're not done. They stay engaged and they mentor other facilities, and they still continue the processes that they've had. So there's no end point to this journey. And that's the message we want, is that just get started, and wherever you are, we will meet you there and we'll help bring you along, and you will see the benefits of it, whether or not you ever submit an application. So.
100%. Well, thank you for spending a few minutes with us talking about the importance of the quality journey, and for being a champion of the ACA InCal Quality Awards program. I really appreciate your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you.